let me ask you this, Don. Your good friend, Major Hegseth. Do you think that he would be able to get to the bottom of this? Because I can tell you this, it would make it much easier for me to carry the load if Hegseth could get to the bottom and the truth comes out about extortion 1-7, because every day I carry the load for Aaron Vaughn's family. Okay?
Amen.
And what are your thoughts on Hegseth and what could he do?
Well, first off, Pete Hegseth is an absolute dream come true for the troops. He's a warrior's warrior. He has the heart of a lion. I know him fairly well. I've been fortunate and blessed to be able to work with him on a couple of these high-profile cases, the extortion case being one, and also the Lawrence case as well, when he was our direct link to President Trump to get that pardon. But I'll say this, Pete Hegseth has a heart for the men of extortion 1-7. He has a heart for the families. He's been our guest speaker at Operation 300 events and has supported the organization. You were kind enough to mention the book that I wrote, Call Sign Extortion 1-7, The Shoot Down of SEAL Team 6. It is published by Romana Littlefield, and that book was released in 2015. In 2021, a movie was put out, a docudrama movie, which is distributed even now by Salem, which Pete cooperated in, and we had a lot of folks step forward in the movie. If you get a chance to see that, it's about 90 minutes. I'd highly recommend that as well. But I believe with Pete as Secretary of Defense, he's number 2, the National Command Authority, only after the President himself. The Vice President is not even the Vice President is not even the National Command Authority. It is the President, the Secretary of Defense, and it goes down to the warfighting generals. We will have the best opportunity that we could possibly have ever gotten to help us get to the bottom of this. It is almost a miracle in some sense. When Pete came down in 2019 to be our guest speaker at an event in Palm Beach with Operation 300, I was escorting him around, and I pulled him to the side and said, Pete, there is something that is going to happen to you that is going to be beyond anything you can imagine. And I wish I could remind him of that right now, because I knew it was true, and he kind of looked at me, and here we go. So we do have a great opportunity. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. Of course, I haven't had a chance to, I think I mentioned to you off air, I got a text from him a couple of weeks ago, but he's busy with more important people than me.
Might be a little busy.
I won't be able to get into the air for a while, if at all, ever again. But I'm telling you one thing, he is a friend of freedom. He's a friend of the fighting soldier, sailor, airman, and Marine. He is an anathema. He's the worst nightmare to the woke fools that have tried to destroy our military. You know, our military, the Army and the Navy, the Army and the Marine Corps and the Navy all predate our republic. They were all formed in 1775 by the Continental Congress, even before there was a Declaration of Independence, even before there was a Constitution. To me, there's no more cherished institution of government than our armed services. It is constitutionally authorized, and Pete bleeds the blood of every warrior that's given his life to preserve our freedom. He's not a beanie head bureaucrat, sick death like Boyd Austin has been.
Beanie head bureaucrat. Hey, Don's tattoos are in honor.
I think that we actually share this, if I'm not mistaken. I thought I saw that on his, I think it was his right arm.